Hey everyone, and welcome back. Wow, you have just been on an absolutely incredible journey into the world of artificial intelligence. So, today we're going to do a super fast recap to celebrate everything you've learned and, just how far you've come. But first things first, seriously, congratulations. You've wrestled with some pretty big ideas, and you've walked away with a totally new understanding of AI. You should be really, really proud of what you've accomplished. Okay, let's dive right in. We're going to start with those foundational building blocks. Think of this as a rapid-fire review of the core concepts that, honestly, everything else is built on. Ready? Right, so it all starts here. At its very heart, AI is all about creating machines. You can think of them like digital brains that can think, learn, and adapt. The key thing is, it's not just about following a list of instructions. It's about them figuring things out on their own, kind of like we do. So how in the world do they learn? Well, it's through this process called machine learning, and you can break it down into 4 pretty simple steps. First, you gather tons and tons of examples, say thousands of pictures of cats. Then you feed all that data to the AI so it can find patterns. After that, you test it. It makes guesses, gets some wrong, and adjusts itself. And then boom, before you know it, it's ready to identify things it has never even seen before. Okay, now let's talk about how this stuff actually shows up in the real world. Because, this technology isn't just stuck in some high-tech lab. It's like your silent partner, a digital companion that's working behind the scenes in your life every single day. And I mean every day. You know when your phone just magically fixes a typo? That's AI learning how you write. Or when a streaming service knows exactly what show you're going to want to binge next? Yep, that's AI learning what you like. From Siri and Alexa to those fun AR filters on social media, AI is the engine making it all happen. This quote just nails the magic of it all, especially when we talk about computer vision. I mean, think about it. Your phone doesn't see a face. It just sees this massive grid of numbers. AI is the secret sauce that translates all those numbers into, oh, hey, that's a face. It's where pure math turns into real meaning. So you've pretty much mastered the what and the how. Now let's go back to some of the bigger, trickier questions about what AI actually means for all of us. We're talking about creativity, ethics, and your place in this new world. This brings us right to the great creativity debate. Look, human creativity, it comes from our lives, our feelings, our memories. AI creativity, on the other hand, comes from recognizing and just remixing patterns it finds in data. The crucial point here is that AI isn't a replacement for the artist. It's more like an incredibly powerful new paintbrush for the artist to use. And, having that powerful new paintbrush leads us to what might just be the single most important question in all of technology. This question is the absolute heart of AI ethics. Now that we have the power to create systems that make decisions on their own, we have to stop and ask what impact those decisions will have on people and on our society. That one big question leads us straight to these 4 pillars. We have to build AI that's fair, making sure it doesn't just copy and amplify human biases. It absolutely has to respect our privacy, be transparent so we know how it works, and there has to be accountability for when things go wrong. These aren't just nice ideas to think about later, they have to be built in from the very start. All right, what about the future of jobs? You hear a lot of scary talk about AI taking jobs, but here's a number from the World Economic Forum I want you to remember. While yes, some jobs will change, AI is actually projected to create 97 million new roles. We're talking about fields like data analysis, AI development, and all sorts of creative collaborations. That's a huge net gain in opportunities. So, how do you get ready for a future like that? Well, you focus on the skills that are uniquely human. AI is an amazing tool, for sure, but you have the real superpowers: creativity, solving tough problems, working with others, and just being curious. Trust me, those are the skills that will always, always be valuable. So look, this isn't the end of your AI education. Not even close. This is the beginning of your adventure. You now have the foundation you need to become a creator and a leader in this field. This is your launchpad. So what's next? Go get your hands dirty. Play around with some of the AI tools for art and writing. Try out a beginner coding course. Find other people who are curious and join a robotics or a coding club. And then, and this is the really cool part, find a small problem that you actually care about and ask yourself, How could AI help me solve this? This is the key takeaway for the whole thing. Technology doesn't just appear out of nowhere. People build it, people guide it, and you now have the knowledge to be one of those people. You can actually actively shape what comes next. So, we're going to leave you with this final thought. The future of AI, well, it isn't written yet. It's going to be built by people who are curious and creative and responsible. People just like you. So the real question isn't what AI is going to do. It's what are you going to do with it? How will you shape the future? Thanks for coming on this journey with us.